I am Susan Camicia. I love to be active. My least favorite thing to do is sit and watch TV. I always loved to just get on my bike, and I just remember thinking, God, this is just like the best thing in the world. When I was on my bike, there was nowhere else I wanted to be. We rode around Mercer Island, and they had some temporary fencing up, and I swerved to miss one of the footings on the temporary fencing, and it led me right into one of the wooden bollards. I looked up, and before I could do anything, I hit the pole and I flipped over my handlebars and I broke my neck. So I'm like one level up from being a paraplegic. So I do have hand movement, I just don't have a lot of grip. I can't move my index fingers. I felt like a prisoner. I just felt like I was totally stuck. It's like being somewhere you don't want to be and you can't get out of it. And I remember being in Harborview, and I remember seeing this poster of this girl who was really strong, and she was in a wheelchair, and she was doing something really active. She was like pushing herself or something, and I looked at her muscles, and I looked at her whole physique, and I thought, that's who I want to be. I want to be that person. And then I remember they sent a recreational therapist into my room to talk to me, to tell me about my options. And she said, you know, you can still bike. And I said, what? I can still bike? She said, yeah, there's an outfit called Outdoors for All, and they take people, you know, with disabilities out to hand cycle. And I realized how cool it was to have all these volunteers out there in this organization that was helping all these people. I mean, everybody is like completely, I mean, I'm one person with a disability, and you have someone else who can't even comprehend what it must be like to be that person, and just to see the look on their face when they're out there on a hand cycle on this trail and they're just smiling. They can't move, someone's pedaling for them, but just that feeling of being outside and just going and experiencing something that they couldn't have, there's just no way they could have done without this kind of adaptive equipment and these volunteers to help them. My life is just different. It's like they say, it's a new normal. And this is my new normal. With Outdoors for All, you realize that, like when I was in rehab, there are people who are worse off than you, and there are people who are better than you. But you're in an environment where everybody has some sort of disability, and you can say, you know what, they're living their life, they're okay. It's giving somebody a chance to do something and feel something that they would never be able to do without an organization like Outdoors for All.